Hey everyone, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk The Mandalorian, and we're here at the season finale of season 3. And man, we left off with the first real cliffhanger of the season at the end of last episode. Moff Gideon has captured Din. The rest of the Mandalorians, led by Bo-Katan, have fled. Paz Vizsla laid down his life, taking out all of these Gideon-designed death troopers wearing Beskar armor. He took down. He tried his best to take down the three Praetorian guards as well, but that's where he finally met his match. But yeah, so we need to rescue Din. The problem is, what does Bo do? Because she can lead an attack back in against Gideon and the Praetorian guards and whatever Imperial soldiers are there. But Gideon also launched all his TIE interceptors and his bombers to destroy the Mandalorian fleet up in orbit. And they have no way of knowing it's coming because there's no communication between the surface and orbit because of the after effects of the Purge of Mandalore. Now, up in those ships, we've got the Armorer. We've got some sick Mandalorians that were the survivors on the planet that never left. We've got settlers standing by. Obviously, we've got some fighters as well, but no one that we know by name. Yeah, this attack's going to come from out of nowhere. It doesn't feel promising, is my point. But in any case, it feels like an episode that's going to be all about the action. But I'm curious what it sets up for the future. What does it set up for season 4 of the series? What does it possibly set up for Ahsoka? Does Thrawn make an appearance, for instance? What does it set up for a possible Dave Filoni live-action movie in the Star Wars universe? Lots of questions, but I'm super eager to see how this all shakes out. Let's jump into it, guys. Episode 8, Season 3, The Mandalorian.
What has become of Dr. Pershing?
Dr. Pershing.
Oh, and in case you forgot, Grogu got a mech last episode. An IG-12 robo suit, basically.
The creation of clones is your obsession, not mine.
Yeah. Is Gideon cloning himself and putting clones of himself in armor? Clones of himself who are also force sensitive? That's what he was talking about. Combining the best of clones and Jedis and Mandos. What does that mean exactly?
This was once the heart of our civilization.
Oh, that's right. Axe did go for help. So he may be able to warn the fleet. But how does he get up into orbit?
In but a few moments, the purge of Mandalore will be complete.
Big stakes. Big stakes.
They're sending up fighters to destroy the fleet. Evacuate everyone. Use the capital ship as a decoy. We can't beat them in the air. We have to beat them on the ground.
Nope. Yep.
Axe.
There goes transmission. Blow 'em all to hell. Hello. So in the edit, I did notice Grogu escaped with Bo-Katan, but we haven't seen him where he is yet. This edit. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh, there's one down.
No.
Haha, there he is.
No.
I'm okay.
Is that just back to spray? He is a nurse droid.
Will you cut me loose?
Yes.
If we don't take out Moff Gideon, this will never end. Are you with me?
Dang right he is.
Moff Gideon. Do you have a location?
Oh,
No.
now I have a jetpack.
We're
Ho,
under
ho,
attack.
ho.
If we escape to the surface, I know where we can hold up.
Let's go this way!
Now, is there a betrayal imminent because of last episode's title, The Spies? I mean, it could just mean the Shadow Cabinet, but... here come the interceptors. Oh, man.
Their capital ship will soon be destroyed.
But the Mandalorian has escaped.
He knows it.
Shall we engage?
No, I'll take care of him myself.
He's put a voice modulator on his helmet.
Come in, R5.
Oh.
I need you, buddy. You're gonna have to scomp into the base and get me the location of Moff Gideon's command center.
R5 with, holy crap, with the thrusters. The little chicken. Don't look down, you fool. Although you've got the thrusters, apparently you're fine. Stomping in. If you can't speak binary, how are you gonna know what he's saying?
Got it.
Oh, okay. That works.
The scouting party has been ambushed by Imperial remnants. They're launching fighters to destroy the fleet. Received. Load the gauntlets and send all available troops down as reinforcements. Leave the capital ship behind as a decoy. Bo-Katan needs our help.
Alright. Alright. You're leaving behind this glorious capital ship.
Load everyone onto the dropships.
Oh, is that guy a spy? Alright, down to the surface. Here we go. And here they come. Man, is Axe gonna sacrifice himself too? Such an exposed bridge. Ah, there we are.
Down there. I don't have any weapons, so this might get messy. I'm gonna need you to deactivate them one at a time. On my command.
R5's being a frickin' hero here. Bang. Lost his knife. Go R5. It's not the armor that makes a Mandalorian. Why do they put them over yawning chasms? Little toaster. Come on, R5. Don't be distracted. Zap it.
R5, next shield.
Come on, buddy.
Good job, buddy.
Oh no. R5's under arrest. Now, are these all Gideons in the tanks, in the cloning tanks? They could be. We haven't really focused on them yet, but
Wait here.
they could be. I mean, talk about ego play if it is.
That's not Gideon.
Yeah.
Those are his clones.
All right. Does this kill a clone, or does it just wake a clone up?
We've taken refuge in these surface caves since the purge.
There's life on the planet.
You found underground gardens.
No, we planted farms. All they need is room to grow.
Lady Kreese, your reinforcements have arrived.
Ah, looks so good.
Let's take back our planet.
I really hope there's no betrayal. I just want good guys versus bad guys in this episode. Is Axe still fighting the interceptors from the capital ship? God damn. Awesome! Oh, we're just gonna have a massive jetpack war. Out comes the hammer and tongs. Oh. Where is he?
My clones! We're finally going to be perfect.
Oh, right. Well, he doesn't have the Darksaber. What else does he have weapon-wise? Oh, that helmet's so cool. Frightening idea what he's doing, though. Oh, damn it. The Praetorians. This is such an unfair fight. Ah.
No, no, no.
Can a baby Jedi fight them? Oh shit. Okay, well at least we split Gideon, but 3 Praetorians against Grogu in a robot suit. Let's see those force powers of his. Oh, this jetpack combat, man. Awesome! Out of the robot! Yeah! Oh no! Come on! Force him! Force them! So the sound is telling me that suit's definitely powered. It's not just armor. But our boys are gonna need some help, Bo-Katan. Yes!
Go save your kid.
Oh, all right. Shit, it's gonna be her against Gideon.
What's it gonna be this time? Surrender? Or fight?
Oh, it's a fight. It's such a fight. Ah! Ah! Oh no! Yes. Dang, Grogu. Grogu! Oh, we don't get to see him wield the weapon? Alright, no more IG-12, I guess. Wow.
I'm coming in hard. Clear everyone out. I'm going to take out the base.
Everyone out. Oh, he's just gonna kamikaze this. Everyone out. Did you just break it? What?
You've lost everything.
We broke the
Mandalorians are
Darksaber?
weak once they lose their trinkets.
Mandalorians are stronger together.
Alright, quick exit. Oh man, I hope everyone's getting out of here in time. Holy crap. Man, this looks good. Damn. Holy crap, Grogu. You just Grooted it. Wow. Gonna be a little tired after that one, buddy? Okay. So have we defeated them all?
That I shall walk the way of the Mandalore.
That I shall walk the way of the Mandalore.
I guess he didn't get to quite complete it the last time.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Is he now the leader of House Vizsla, I suppose?
Grogu is my apprentice. He is no longer a foundling.
He is too young to speak, so he is too young to take the creed. He must remain a foundling.
No, he's gonna speak.
If his parent gave permission,
Yes, but his parents are far from here. If they are even alive.
then I will adopt him.
Make it
as
official.
my own.
Daddy!
Let it be written in song. You are now Din Grogu, Mandalorian apprentice.
This is the way.
So Din is his family name. What do you see? You see a mythosaur? I thought he might have been speaking right there. Like, we'd get him to speak, but no, not yet. We're just teasing at it for a bit longer. There it is. It's relight the Great Forge, right? Oh, we're going here. Oh, there's Filoni again.
Thanks, but I'm here on business.
Appreciate what you did.
Snacks!
You made our jobs a lot easier.
You don't have the resources to protect the Outer Rim, let alone hunt down Imperial remnants. And I need work.
Okay.
You want to work for the New Republic.
He wants to go legit.
An independent contractor. It's a good deal and you know it. What I want in return is that. I need it for parts.
We're rebuilding. Yeah, we need the memory chip.
Greetings, citizens. I am IG-11, your
All
new
right.
marshal, your new marshal of Navarre.
The new marshal.
I am here to serve and protect the citizenry.
Where are we going?
A little cabin. Space to park. Put your feet up. With your son. You gonna eat that one there, Grogu? Din Grogu? That was a great episode. Sometimes you just need an old-fashioned good guys versus bad guys battle with no shocking twists, no mind-blowing cliffhangers, no crazy stuff at the end. Just have a conclusion to the season that's straightforward and exciting and fun. And yeah, I think we got it. Where to begin? If Gideon had succeeded in his plan, that would have been a frightening version of the Dark Trooper. The powered suit made of Beskar with a Gideon clone inside infused with the Force. That's crazy. That's so crazy. But Mandalorians are stronger together. And between Mando and Bo-Katan and Grogu, they managed to hold them off long enough for Axe Woves to crash the capital ship into the base and presumably destroy it and Moff Gideon. We can assume, but we didn't see the charred body. So I'm not ruling out Gideon's return. But, you know, the other thing we have to consider is sooner or later, all of these characters are going to have to either leave the conflict or die, because none of them are talked about or appear in the sequel trilogy. And those in charge at Lucasfilm are not leaning away from the sequel trilogy. I think the content that they've got planned in the coming years will do a lot to reinforce the sequel trilogy, much like the Clone Wars and Rebels did so much to add more depth to the prequel trilogy. But I'm straying a little here. We had Grogu versus 3 Praetorian guards, and well, he wasn't exactly fighting back. He was evading on his own. Is it a little cheesy the way he acrobats around? Yeah, but that's always been the way it is for him on this show, and it's supposed to feel like it's not because he's an athlete. It's because he's got the force. He's lifting himself with his mind. He's not jumping that high because he's strong. So I let it slide because it's fun. It's part of me thinks it's a shame we're probably not going to see the IG-12 mech anymore, but it was a fun gimmick for an episode and a half, and it's probably wise that we wrecked it and we're moving on without it. And then we took that droid and rebuilt it into IG-11 again, and IG-11's going to be the Sheriff of Navarro, or the Marshal of Navarro. That's kind of awesome. That's kind of great. We know he'll do a good job. First and foremost, he's a nurse droid. He's designed to take care of his charges. And all of Navarro is his charge now. I'm trying to recall Mandalorian suits. I didn't know they could fly in space. But I'm trying to remember if I've ever seen them fly in space before. And I feel like there's got to be an episode. I feel like maybe there's an episode in the Clone Wars where they do, but were they wearing the same stuff as their standard armor or not? I don't remember. Maybe in Rebels. Sabine and her group might have done it. I don't know. Anyway, good on Axe Woves. I was so worried because I didn't pay a lot of attention to the title of the episode last episode, but it was The Spies. And while I was editing it, I paid more attention to it, and I started thinking about it, and it's like, who are the spies? And yes, there's Elia Kane, and yes, there's the Shadow Council, but the Shadow Council aren't really spies. Kane, absolutely she is, but she's singular, and the title was plural. So it makes you think there's other spies somewhere. But then we meet these survivors on the planet of Mandalore, and you're hoping you're not going to get betrayed by them. And I was worried that maybe that betrayal was just postponed, and it was going to be revealed in this episode, and that would have been mind blowing. But no, we didn't get any of that. It was just good guys versus bad guys. All of the Mandalorians stayed together. There was no betrayal. There was no one being blackmailed or anything like that. This was just good versus evil. And there's not a lot of that in modern storytelling where it's that clean cut. But it was kind of nice, and it was kind of fun, and it was great seeing this massive air battle between all of these dark troopers in white armor versus all our Mandalorians, and seeing the armor kick-ass and Bo kick-ass with the Darksaber and all of the action, lots of fun. And then here's a twist: the Darksaber is destroyed, presumably for good, which is interesting. This in the past it's always been whoever bears the Darksaber, is sort of viewed as the true ruler of Mandalore. That's why it was so important to Bo in the first place. But now all she has is the support of her people, and yet it feels like she actually still does have that support, which is really neat and cool as they resettle Mandalore, as they find plants growing in these underground caves, as they fire up the Great Forge again for the first time in ages. It's heartening, and it'll be curious to see what happens next season now, because This was very much sort of like a Lord of the Rings style ending. Let's finish the big battle, in the best way possible. Like Din and Bo-Katan are there to protect Grogu, but Grogu's the one who actually protects all three of them by putting up his force shield over this massive fireball. Very I am Groot of him. Then we go to the living waters, and we finish baptizing young Vizsla. What's his name? Ragnar Vizsla, who presumably is the head of the Vizsla clan, of Clan Vizsla now. We don't have Grogu take the creed because he's too young to speak. And you wonder whether he might be speaking, because they've kind of been hinting that speech is coming for Grogu, but all season. But we didn't get that. But instead, he can still be taken as an apprentice with his parents' permission, except we don't have his parents, so Din does the logical thing and adopts Grogu. How heartwarming is that? It's like they've already been acting like father and son for the last couple of seasons. Let's make it official. And now his name is Din Grogu. So the Mandalorian, at least in Din's case, Din is his last name, which is opposite from like all the other Mandalorians we know, where their family name is their last name, whether it's Kryze or Vizsla or what have you, Woves. They have named. Anyway, Din Grogu is now a Mandalorian apprentice, in addition to being a Force wielder. So at this point, I think was it pre-Vizsla? I'm trying to remember the name of the ancient Mandalorian who was also a Jedi who forged the Darksaber. And part of me wants to say pre, but I think I'm wrong. But in any case, this is the second case of a Mandalorian also being a Jedi. Except Grogu's not really a Jedi, but he's definitely a Force user. And he's not fully a Mandalorian yet, because he hasn't taken the creed, but he will be soon, hopefully. So he's on his way to being one of two. And maybe that's some of the journey we take next season, as he's a proper Mandalorian apprentice, and he and Din go on jobs for the New Republic, under the table, off the book. It feels like we may not have as much Bo-Katan and the rest of the Mandalorians next season. Their story has basically been achieved. They retook Mandalore. They're rebuilding their society. We're not living on Mandalore right now. We're living back on Navarro in a little cabin out in the lava fields. And Grogu's force practicing his force wielding on little frogs. But next season, we're going to be off on adventures. It's going to be episodic. It'll be fun. And I think that's the primary goal of this show, is to be fun. I know there's a segment of the fan base that wishes for more sometimes. They wish for everything to be connected and for there to be massive revelations every episode and every season. And those connections are fun, and those Easter eggs are great, and servicing the greater story is important, but it doesn't need to happen in every show all the time. Sometimes a show can just be a show, and this show has been primarily a Western, but maybe it's going to be turning into a bit of a buddy cop series for season 4. And there's still the threat of the New Republic, of the First Order out there. There's still characters like Kane and all these other ex-Imperials who still very much hold on to the Imperial ideals. And the New Republic is going to be fighting them for the foreseeable future. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to season 4. I had a lot of fun with season 3, and thank you guys so much for spending it with me. It's been a blast. I can't wait for another season, but I'm sure it's going to be at least a year away. That's okay. I can wait. There's tons of other Star Wars content to come between now and then, including some that I haven't yet reacted to. I've been holding off getting into Bad Batch, and I'm excited to finally get into it. For complete transparency, it's one of the first shows I started reacting to when I started the channel, but it didn't find an audience at all at the time. I was getting about 50 views a week for my reactions, and it wasn't worth the time and effort at the time. But I'm hoping now I can do a little bit better than that. So starting next week, I'm going to replay those few episodes that I did react to before quitting, and then I'm going to dive into new reactions when they run out. So I've got, I think, 5 episodes that are 2 years old, and then I'll be reacting to everything from episode 6 onwards with fresh eyes and a better camera. So keep an eye out for those if you're if you're Bad Batch fans. I'm excited for that. We've got Ahsoka coming. We've got Skeleton Crew coming. We've got the Acolyte coming. So yeah, tons of Star Wars on the horizon. I'm excited to get into more of it. So if you're a Star Wars fan like I am, keep an eye out. Thank you guys for spending some time here today on Neil Talks with me. And until next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.